You know the exact feeling. You open a voice memo, hit play, and immediately your shoulders tense, your eyes squint, and a full body cringe washes over you. It is a strange paradox. Your ears function perfectly, and you listen to yourself speak all day, every day. Yet data shows that nearly 60% of people feel utterly alienated by the sound of their own recorded voice. It is easy to write this off as simple insecurity or a hypercritical inner monologue, but that doesn't explain the sheer physical reflex of hearing that audio playback. What you are actually experiencing is a highly documented response. It is the result of a specific biological glitch crashing directly into a psychological defense mechanism. The voice you hear in your head right now, the one you have identified with your entire life, is a biological lie. To figure out why we hate that recording so much, we have to look closely at the physical structure of the human skull and the surprising fragility of our own egos. Every time you open your mouth to speak, the sound you produce takes two entirely different physical routes to reach your eardrums. The first route is called air conduction. As you speak, sound waves travel out of your mouth, bounce off the walls around you, and travel back into your ear canal. This pathway delivers the raw, unedited audio of your voice. It is the exact acoustic profile that reaches the ears of anyone standing in the room with you. But simultaneously, a second, hidden transmission is happening. This is bone conduction. As you speak, your vocal cords vibrate the physical structures of your neck and head. Physics dictates that dense, solid materials like bone are highly efficient at transmitting low-frequency sound waves, much more so than thin, empty air. Because of that physical property, your skull acts incredibly similar to a built-in subwoofer. It filters out the higher pitches and amplifies the low end. It injects a heavy, resonant bass boost directly into your inner ear, making you sound deeper and richer to yourself. Your brain sets its expectation based on this rich internal resonance. Because that resonance requires a physical connection to your skeleton, it is entirely impossible for anyone else to hear it. That heady bass is only half the issue. There is a second biological filter distorting your self-perception: auditory habituation. You hear yourself talk constantly. To handle that repetition, the sensory cells inside your inner ear adapt by actively dampening their response to your specific vocal frequencies. Your brain takes this a step further. The moment you start talking, the auditory cortex, the region responsible for processing sound, actually reduces its activity. You are effectively rendering yourself partially deaf to the true pitch and cadence of your own speech while it happens. Between a skull manufacturing a fake bass track and a brain actively ignoring the audio input, your internal expectation is perfectly primed to violently crash into reality. That crash happens the exact second you hit play on a recording. The microphone only captured the air conduction, stripping away all that deep, resonant bone vibration. Instead of the authoritative tone you expect, the speaker delivers a thinner, higher-pitched sound. Psychologists have a specific clinical term for your brain's immediate rejection of this audio: voice confrontation. We deeply tie our vocal pitch and tone to our core identity. When your brain hears a stranger's voice coming out of your mouth on screen, it triggers an intense defensive recoil. Part of this defense comes from suddenly hearing what researchers call extra-linguistic cues. These are the unconscious hints your voice broadcasts to the world, revealing details like your socioeconomic background or a thick regional accent you didn't know you had. Add in societal prejudices regarding vocal pitch, where men are often judged for speaking higher and women for speaking deeper, and this confrontation suddenly leaves you feeling incredibly vulnerable. That cringe is a sudden identity crisis. You are realizing in real time that you are broadcasting a completely unauthorized version of yourself to the entire world. Fortunately, because the source of this crisis is psychological, the actionable solution is straightforward: exposure therapy. By repeatedly recording and listening to your own voice, you can force your brain to aggressively shift its baseline expectation. Repetition wears down the initial shock. Eventually, the imposter feeling breaks down, and your brain accepts this air-conducted version as legitimate. And it is worth remembering that to your friends, your family, and everyone else around you, this recorded voice doesn't sound weird or annoying. It just sounds like you. So the next time you wince at a voice memo, relax. Your voice isn't the problem. Your skull just gave you a fake bass boost, and it's simply time to finally meet the real you.